welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. The eyes of the world are watching, and there is one story that we're all focused on. How'd everybody? Kate, Scott, and Brock Ewart here to tell the final chapter of this story. And ask the question that so many are tuned in to see answered. Can they complete, Brock, an undefeated season, which would be just the second that the NFL has ever seen?
You know, that champagne is not only on ice in that locker room, it's also on ice down in Miami as they pop that champagne. Those Dolphins in '72, the last team to actually do the whole journey undefeated. But remember, they only had 14 games in the regular season. This crew, they've achieved it through 17 games, a brutal postseason, and here they are.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
He was brought down by Latham Ransom. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Up to the races, middle of the field. To the house, touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So it's second down coming up.
Ransom there defensively.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. Following the play, that's quarterback Bo Nix in some noticeable pain, Brock. Obviously a worrying sight as he receives some assistance.
Here we go.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Franklin. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession. And he's got it deep downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10, it's Hubbard. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. We've reached the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. 7-0 is our score. Back to Miami in just a moment. Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62 just moments away. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's got it in the red zone, and he gets this forward to the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. We've got Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Broncos nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. comes the Bronco offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Harvey running from his own read. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets out of trouble, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lofts it deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got it. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Counterplay, Hubbard. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back.
And the defense sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turn. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Here's Nix. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. 1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll throw again. Nix dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47.
Once more, it's Nix. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Next to throw again. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On third down, here's Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. Here come the Panthers, taking over late in this first half. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. Throwing from the gun here. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Nix with it on first. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Final throw before the break. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the clock just about to strike 0. We get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Has this at the 6. And he gave it his best to get to the 25. Just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Get some space around midfield. To the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And He's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Who finds his back, Harvey. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Good work so far. He's got room. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, play action. That's intercepted near the sideline. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down. Let's go now.
3rd and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I got a sense, Kate, he went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He has it at the 22. Space past the 35. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. To the air on 3rd and long. Wow, he's taking a shot, going for it all. The trick play unsuccessful. His throw falls incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. It's Broncos ball, and they've got to erase that deficit if they want to win this title. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. On the draw, to give to Harvey. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Wilson on 3rd down. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Panthers down on this one first.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
They go play action on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard. Just no rhythm, really, throughout this one. Let's give some credit to that defense, who has just had their number from beginning to end.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go, here we go.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Down he goes, the Panthers got him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Wilson now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Covered by J.C. Horn.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson to the air. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers take over at the 44-yard line following the turnover.
Intercepted.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Wow, he's taking a shot, going for it all. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Setting up to throw. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Pick up with 2 yards. First down, Carolina.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Panthers coasting to the finish line. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hubbard again. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up.
He's out of bounds.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
From the gun on 3rd down. The trick play unsuccessful. His throw falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
A 56-yard
On line, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Wilson now. Now here he goes. And Wilson's going to slide down as he finds enough for the first. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Just think of the pantheon he has joined. Only a select few have notched 3 sacks in a single Super Bowl, Kate. Headlined, of course, by the incomparable Reggie White. This is a player you just feel like who knew what was on the line tonight, and he is maximizing this opportunity.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go now.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. And it's all over. The Lombardi is headed to North Carolina. The Panthers are Super Bowl champions. They made it through the regular season perfect. They advanced through those 2 playoff games. And now, Brock, now they can officially call themselves just the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. Only them and those 72 Dolphins have ever claimed that piece of football immortality.
It's pretty wild, isn't it, Kate? Over half a century since we saw a team make it through an entire season undefeated. And in this modern NFL, remember, they played 20 games a season, at least 20 games. So we wondered if we'd ever see it happen again, but here we are. Witnesses to history and witnesses to one of the best football teams ever assembled.
Here's Commissioner Roger Goodell to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Carolina Panthers, Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.